Let's get salty!
Everyone, Zeddy here again today with a brand new video, and it's time to go over the day one patch review as 25.0 went live in the Hearthstone world. No, the latest expansion is not in there. Death Knight is not playable. Oh, maybe kind of. You'll want to tune in for a video later today. I might be going to Blizzard Jail for, but it's a pretty interesting one. You can kind of play as Death Knight. Kind of. You'll see. So stay tuned for that. But I want to go over in this video all the new updates to the game. There's a couple of new features that are really nice that'll make things great. There's one of the most laughable bugs or oversights I have ever seen that's going to make Sire Denathrius basically impossible to unlock pretty soon unless things change, and just a whole bunch of other stuff to go over. And before we get into that, I do want to mention our new giveaway going on. I'm giving away 3 of the rewards tracks out of my pocket. We're already only 300 subs away from 61k. If we hit that, I will add another rewards track to the giveaway. To enter, all you have to do is like and comment in the video description below, the one I'm looking at right here. Subscribe to the channel and you'll have a chance to win. You get all the goodies, the XP boosts, and all of that. So if you log into Hearthstone, you'll see a pop-up of the Ice Revenant finally getting nerfed, as well as Theatar going to 6 mana. And one of the first things I'll always recommend is once you go into the main menu, type in refund every single time there's nerfs and go find those cards and disenchant them, unless, you know, completionists like myself, I hold on to them. But I had a bunch of Ice Revenants left over. That's why I never hit the button. You never know what's gonna get nerfed. And yeah, disenchant this stuff, get your dust. You can always recraft it later. And one other thing, one of the cool new features that is present is if you go to the crafting menu, they have made it a lot more refined. You can now look for normal cards. So basically anything that's like not diamond or I think golden or a signature card. And you can look if you have it, if you're missing it, all these type of things. You can include uncraftable, not include it, put in premium stuff. So it's a lot easier to filter your options in the crafting menu, which is really nice. It was also noted that this X now appears on the left side to delete decks rather than on the right. This is intended, according to Celestalon, the way it works with runes and in particular mobile. It just makes more sense. So you're just gonna have to get used to this being on the left rather than the right after I don't know how many years. It's gonna take some time. The shop actually basically saw no real update for regular ladder, just some new mercenary deals. So please don't buy them. They're horribly priced. Even if you play mercenaries, it's never worth spending money on. In the Battlegrounds shop, there is one new portrait, the Great Father Lich King. It costs 300 runestones, so oddly priced. You can't buy 300 runestones, isn't that fun? As well as the Blazing Skies finisher, striker, whatever they're called, 300 runestones as well. You also want to check out your journal as well. This Lich King event is coming in 6 days. We talked about that in a prior video, but if you take a look at your total wins, you'll see Death Knight has appeared there. It's not unlockable yet, but this is what it's going to look like, as well as the new gameplay achievements for the Lich King. There's a few that are achievable right now, so you can get them done ahead of time. I'd recommend holding on if you do happen to complete any for your next rewards track. And they also added some Death Knight achievements for the core set, so you can look forward to that if you are an achievement hunter. And as I mentioned, Sire Denathrius, which if you currently play the game of Hearthstone, you unlock for free level 1 on the rewards track, right? Everybody gets them, but this rewards track will go away December 6th. It will be replaced by the Lich King one. And then Sire Denathrius, well, you have to unlock in other means. If you're not aware of how you unlock cards like this, Prince Renathal, all you have to do, the other free legendary, is buy an Denathria pack and you'll unlock them. However, Denathrius will require a little bit different of an effort that basically makes it impossible to unlock. If you go to the gameplay achievements tab and you go to Castle Nathria, you'll note that it's been updated. If you look at the Long Live the King achievement, which I've completed like 80,000 times over, you have to deal 600 damage with Sire Denathrius. That will unlock Sire Denathrius. So yes, for all players that are coming after December 6th that haven't unlocked it, the way they're gonna have to unlock it is dealing damage with the card they need to unlock. You can see how that might be a bit of a problem, a little bit of an oversight, and hopefully, I haven't heard any dev comment about this yet. Hopefully this gets changed, or maybe not, because we're all sick of the card and we don't want anybody else to play with it. I guess you could craft it golden, because that is a craftable item, but this just seems really silly, and I just had to point it out. It's just absurd. There's also a bunch of new portraits loaded into the system. None of them are unlockable yet, including there's already going to be like 4 Death Knight ones. I won't go into too much detail retail them, but there is one that looks absolutely amazing that will be coming later, probably be really expensive. But Sylvanas Ranger General, if you're thinking like these legendary skins don't look great, because a lot of people don't like the Death Knight one, Sylvanas, she looks incredible, and there's even like video footage of her already. I'll try and splice in the video.
Sylvanas versus Garrosh.
Victory or death!
I stand for my people.
Careful, they bite.
Job's done.
I will be purchasing this one as I do purchase all the portraits showed up, but at least this legendary one looks really cool. And for you rogue enthusiasts, there will be a new Edwin coming that doesn't look like crap, so that's pretty sweet. The first Edwin portrait ever was pretty disappointing, but this one looks really good. Also, Warlock portraits, no Nemsy, just thought I'd throw that out there. There's a Mal'Ganis one, as well as there's going to be a Dreadsteed Tamsin one, so no more Nemsy, at least for now. You may also note that they added a bunch of coins for prior expansions. For example, the League of Explorers coin, the next Rammus coin, all of this have been added in, but apparently by accident. They're not unlockable yet. Celestalon said here, glad to see the excitement for these coins. Unfortunately, there's been a mistake and they were accidentally made visible in the collection manager too soon. Sorry about that. We are working on them, but haven't finished building them yet, and they're not actually attainable in game yet, despite what their description says. We're looking to hiding them in the meantime, and we'll re-add them in a future patch when they're ready. So at least a little bit of a tease of what's coming. Maybe with rotation next year, they'll all come, but at least it's something to look forward to. And outside of all the cosmetics and stuff, the only major gameplay change to Hearthstone with the patch, besides the nerfs, which Theotar going to 6 is relatively minor and Ice Evidence irrelevant right now, was Duels. Duels got a brand new bucket system. I played a couple of runs, and I gotta say, it felt a lot worse. It's based on expansions rather than synergies, and I kept getting buckets like this, like Snow Flipper Penguins, or just expansion cards that had nothing to do with my deck. I wasn't the only one that felt this way. Another Duels regular here got, again, 2 Snow Flipper Penguin buckets. I kept getting those, and like a taunt package that, again, doesn't really make sense with their deck. And ironically for me, I kept getting Saviors of Old Doom buckets when my only Old Doom card was Zephyrus, but it just kept giving it to me. So they definitely got some kinks to work out, and I felt the bucket system, at least for now, felt a lot worse. So hopefully they can iron it out. But right now, at least for me, let me know what you guys think. It doesn't feel all that great. But yeah, overall, that's all the major updates in the game. Most of the content, you know, it's going to be locked until December 6th. If you go into the modes, you go to the solo adventure, you see March of the Lich King. It's all loaded in the game. All the content is there. It's coming in 7 days, and we'll have a pretty big review of that patch when it goes live, or when the content goes live. But until then, you can always hop into your collection, and you can even go into the crafting menu, take a look at what Death Knight cards are coming, speculate, theory craft, whatever you want. There's a lot of cool stuff coming. It's just not quite there yet. So stay tuned for later today, where I'll show you how you can play some of these cards early. And if you enjoy the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day and stay salty, my friends.